Hey everyone, happy Monday. I pray that you all had an amazing weekend. So I'm super excited. Guys, tomorrow is March 1st, marking the first day of a new month. And I know that a lot of prophets have been saying that this month here is going to bring a lot of changes, right? A lot of things are going to be happening. A lot of words have been released. And I know that God is going to move. Like, we're going to see a lot of things. So, let's definitely keep our ears and our eyes open, mainly spiritually, right? Not just physically, but let's keep our ears open to what God is saying. Let's keep our eyes focused on Him, not what the world is saying, because they have a completely different perspective from God. So I have a word today from Hank Kunneman, and this word was given to him on February 16th, 2022. And it is titled, I Declare Game Over. So it says, For I am, says the Lord, the Alpha and the Omega. I am the beginning, I am the end, and I am everything in between. Therefore I look upon the earth. When men speak, when things that you see, things that you hear come out upon the movie screens, are written in songs and declared throughout the earth. What does this mean? God says, the Lord who knows all sees that which speaks before its time. I say to you, because of your convoys that are arising in the earth, did you think when they sang Breaker 19 that this was just that this was to just speak a phrase? No, they were prophesying of this time, breaking COVID-19. Do you know that when they asked and said, what is your 20? God says they were prophesying of that which they tried to bring upon you, that will be the new breaker 19. When they said, what is your 20? They tried to inflict you in the year of the beginning of decade 2020. But I say to you, as the Spirit drove the enemy into the wilderness, my Spirit is driving that which will continue to arise and be known and identified as the people's movement. But it shall not be just the people who are moving, it is my Spirit. Therefore watch as they begin to gather, even greater, by way of trucks and other vehicles that shall begin to form by the masses. And watch what shall become a convoy of people by the millions, and they will gather and go from city to city, and they will sing. They will have banners, and they will declare, we shall not tolerate what is taking place. And there is a sound that my spirit, the Spirit of truth, that is speaking louder. Therefore, watch as my Spirit speaks louder, that which will form in the natural by way of masses of protesters, but God says they will try to incriminate them. And they will even look for ways to frame them, but it will not stop what is driving my Spirit. Do not believe the lies, for even over Ukraine, the media, their mouth is filled. Listen to me. Their mouth is filled with war rhetoric, and there are those who are pushing for war. And there are those who would desire to even make it look like that Russia has done something to the Ukrainian people inside of their borders to bring them war. Yet I am, and I have been speaking to the leader of the bear. I have been speaking to you, Putin, and you have been listening. Therefore, watch. Do not be caught up in the war rhetoric the media is creating. And do not believe when they report certain things that would desire to frame a picture and bring Russia and Ukraine to the place of battle. For my voice is speaking louder, and I am declaring truth, and my truth shall expose the truth over Ukraine. My truth shall expose even greater what they have resisted in that which comes by the expression of freedom. And my voice of truth will continue to pull out of their holes, and I will pull the sheets off, and I will continue to show you what has been done in secret. You say, but Lord, what good is it if nothing happens? I said, I am the Alpha, I am the beginning and the end, and everything in between. I know exactly what I am doing, and I declare game over. And Hank Kunneman went in and spoke, and he said, Lord, let your righteousness stand. There's something happening right now, and I can feel the voice of the Lord. And it's in the sound of the instruments, and it's making itself very clear to hell. This thing is up. Come on. The intensity is going to increase. The intensity is going to increase. In fact, this which is arising by way of the expression of liberty and freedom shall cause them to say in one nation, where is our leader? Are they hiding? So that is a prophetic word from Hank Kunneman. And all I can say with what Hank Kunneman has been saying, with what Manny Johnson has been saying, it's just all in alignment, right? And again, this is things that is being revealed to them by God, right? And so I'm here to relay the message. As we know, we are seeing things happen in Ukraine and Russia. I'm not sure if I mentioned in the last video, but we are called to pray for the church in Ukraine, but for also the church in Russia. Okay, so do not be deceived with what is going on, with what you hear is going on in the media, because what they're saying and what they're portraying, whatever they're showing, is a lie. All right. There has been an invasion, right? We're not neglecting that there is no invasion, okay? But God said that there will not be a war, okay? And Manuel Johnson, he said it today earlier in his video. Invasion and war are two different things, right? And we get to look up those two words, and they have two different meanings, okay? So we get to just stay focused on what God is saying. God literally just said, the game is over, all right? Now, from what I know, from what I've heard again from the other prophets is, again, don't be easily deceived with what they're showing you on the news, because they're using this as a distraction right now. Again, with the convoys that are just going to start in the United States, the truckers just left, I believe, last Wednesday, and they're on their way here from California to DC. There's stuff going on in China. Like, there's so many things going on that they're using this as a distraction. And this isn't the first time that they've done this. They have done this within the past 2 years. By taking off the focus, because they know that, exposures are coming out and they don't want people to see and to know. But God has already spoken and said that all will see, all will hear, and all the exposures are beginning to come out, have been coming out, and will continue to come out. So this is something that we just get to get excited about. Again, March is going to be a month filled with so much. I don't even want to put a word to it, but I just know that it's going to be filled with so much. So many things are going to be happening. And again, we just get to continue praying, right? Continue praying for us believers, right? For the church. We get to continue praying for the unbelievers, right? Because God's glory is about to hit this earth. God's glory is hitting this earth. Revival is about to break out. And I know that revival has been breaking out in multiple places, right? But revival is going to break out in this entire world, right? And we want our families, our friends, and the people all over this world to be saved. So we got to continue praying, right? We get to continue praying for the nations. We get to continue praying for, for these mandates to be broken down. So this is not a time to fear. This is a time to literally go in spiritual warfare and pray against what the enemy has planned to do. And again, we already know that God has the upper hand. He has the victory, and what he says will come to pass. So I bless you. And again, I pray that this encourage any of you who may have been feeling worried or scared, or they're started to doubt. Again, I don't recommend watching the news, because that's literally just, you're opening a door for the enemy to come in and to start, pouring stress into you, worry, fear, doubt, and then you'll start, not trusting God, right? So that's just my best recommendation. And yeah, so I pray that this word blessed you, and I will see you guys in our next video.